What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are your hosts, the Distorted Theorists, and today, as always, the last couple videos, we're live at Sci-Fi on the Rock 2026, and we are here with Mad Maddox, who is cosplaying today as
Ladna from season 3 of Critical Role.
That's right.
And we have Pate.
So Pate has to be a staple. So it's only fitting that we brought you on to do the very first of our reaction for season 4 of Vox Machina from Critical Role. But before we do, as always, if you want to support our channel, we do appreciate it if you would just take 1 second to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Peter, Vox Machina, we always get together with the boys to do a little watching show. What do we want to see out of season 4 with these characters?
I don't know, because I don't know the story. I know the band broke up.
They are disbanded, if I'm not mistaken, towards the end. Well, a few of them are. They're going on their own paths, I do believe.
Starting stories.
But back to Mad Maddox, you're dressed as Ladna, which is a character from Critical Role Campaign 3. But you're a fan. You're a fan of the Critical Role, and you said you watched all the shows. What is it that got you into Critical Role, or the show itself, or the anime, or anything to do with what they do?
Well, basically, me and my husband have played TTRPGs for over a decade now. Just started seeing clips on YouTube of them, and I was like, this looks great. Let's watch this while we're doing
Let's get
things.
into it. Well, you have your own vending here, so like you said, it's the time to create, which is kind of a play on this character, because Ladna always is depicted with this red thread, which I think you have all over. Show your shears. Show your shears.
We have
here.
our scissors.
You right? But funny, we made a joke off camera. I was like, well, Ladna is not really related to, Vox Machina. And she was like, well,
Technically makes an appearance.
she's hanging around there somewhere. But you know what?
She's their motivation.
Well, you know what? There's only one way to see if there's more of her, which I doubt. But there's only one way to find out, and that is to get into our trailer reaction review and our breakdown for Vox Machina Season 4 right now.
Since the day you first called on me, I have been preparing you for what now begins. Everyone is in danger.
All of us, lots of matron.
Well, he was revived, so I got a feeling
portent of
he's now
doom with little to
connected
no
her.
explanation.
Well, no, Vexalia was revived, and he made a
This
deal with
realm
her.
was built by false gods. The old ways must die.
Who the are these people?
The usual. Death cultists, supernatural villains.
Classic Vox Mox. I did not miss the constant parallel.
Vox Machina is here.
Kill them all. So,
Crap.
Most problems can be solved by punching.
When they can't?
You kick.
I could get used to this.
ooh, it looked like he was faced off with
This has
another
been
part.
playing out far longer than we knew.
Maybe it's a complete and utter coincidence?
We're not lucky enough for that.
You cannot protect them all.
We're Vox Machina, and we don't run. It's time to up.
I know what she said.
Was that phone? It looks like phone for some reason.
In the span of 24 hours, of course, unfathomable amounts of property damage, and
Looks like
confronted a lifetime of
It is a
internalized parental issues.
Welcome
But
to
isn't that
Vox
also-
Machina.
Wasn't that a cigarette? No, that's not a cigarette, but there is something in D&D that does, because they use it in Baldur's Gate. It's the mysterious item, but that is essentially a D20.
Yeah.
So that is something. A cigarette isn't a D20, but there is something.
If Tyrion was there, I think that just might be a cage of force. That's the
okay.
thing he has.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And they just made it look like a D20
They probably
for
just made it look like a
reasons?
D20 to make it look cool.
Sorry, I did misspeak. I was thinking that, I was thinking that Pax died and got revived, but it was
Well, I mean,
Vex.
that's a joke. Vex and Vex is...
Yeah, but I forgot that he technically offered his life to get his sisters back, and he made a deal with the matron. Now, we know from the poster that they released with this trailer, or ahead of this trailer, has the matron pretty predominant, like, overbearing all the team. So I'm wondering, again, as someone, and we admit this, that we have not gotten that far in the Critical Role YouTube series from, I guess, Geek and Sundry at the time.
Well,
so
no, at this point, they were the Geek and Sundry. I don't think they were.
Well, I don't know. I'm
it's
still
still
on Geek and Sundry, and we're getting close to Chroma Conclave. But I think it was when the Chroma Conclave came in, that's when they went and started doing their own thing. If I'm not mistaken, is why we need our friend Matt and Zach here, because they're the experts. But what do we think, Mad Maddox? What do you think of the trailer? Do you think we're still on the hype train going full steam ahead?
Oh, I think so.
What are we looking forward to? Anything you seen there caught your eye? You're like, okay, I need some more exposition on that.
Duck.
Oh, I'm so happy the
What's
duck.
the duck?
Oh, I know what the duck is, and I
Yeah, I
don't
know
want
you
to say
raised that.
spoilers.
Oh yeah, don't spoil it. But
Oh, the duck
I'm already a fan of the duck.
well, one thing that I've seen, for example, that piqued my interest as someone who hasn't seen the full
Yeah.
YouTube series is Pike actually going to wear the Titan Stone knuckles and go like, I am about to rage type scenario? I don't know. What do you think is going to happen there? Like, what like is that just like a one-off, or is she actually going to carry those for a while? Because Grog was in that trailer not wearing them in a scene where he was running and punching. So if they get separated, if he gives them to him, then he's technically down power. But of course, she can be protected. I don't know.
I'm curious what they're going to do there, because in the playthrough, she does have gauntlets of, I think, giant strength. They are strength-based gauntlets. I can't remember exactly the item off the top of my head. So maybe they're alluding to that, or it could be something different.
And the thing is, I don't know if the show is 1,000% sticking to the source material always.
No,
So there could be a spin on it as well. I can't remember in the other season, Pete, what we've seen that.
Again, I didn't watch any really of season 2 or campaign 2.
Yeah.
So that whenever we're talking when we were watching, I was like, oh, I don't like. I will.
Yeah.
It's Jester. She draws dicks. Like that's all I know. So.
No, that was when we did our Watch Party for 99, you mean?
99, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was just introductory at that. And like I said, I don't know if I'm better off seeing the show before seeing the source material, or if seeing the source material, seeing the show, I can now watch the source material and put two and two together better. I don't know, what do you think would come cart before the horse, or?
I think you're good either way, because the show definitely condenses things. Like, I know when they found the Blade of the Dawn Martyr for Pike in the show, they're actually in the fire plane. In the playthrough they're in the fire plane, but in the show they actually make it hell, and they combine that with something else to kind of do.
So that was one of the twists that kind of keep.
They do two things at once kind of thing, because the whole hell angle with them bringing in another character from Calamity that didn't exist yet, and that made that really cool instead of it just being the fire plane.
Yeah,
so.
I think that's something that they're doing to keep like vivid watchers on their toes. Is like you might be a little bit bored, possibly, watching the show when you know the story 100%. You could though, but because they're swerving these little things and changing, you have to watch the show now to keep up with what you know from the YouTube
so when they brought
series.
him in, it was like, oh, it's him.
But switching gears, we've seen the trailer. Thank you so much for joining us. But Ladna, back to her now. As a member of season 1, technically in the Vox Machina show or in campaign 1, obviously. Never had a great day.
Didn't have a good day. It was a good dinner. It was a lovely dinner.
It
started out
downhill.
Downhill from there.
Yeah. She comes back. I thought it was really cool when that was revealed in season 3.
That was a fun
but again, it's inspiration for you. So tell the people what you do as your vending business here.
I'm Madbags Cosplay Creations. I usually vend at this convention for the last decade or so.
Yeah.
Basically, I sell LARP gear, furry gear, just cosplay accessories.
So does that make your job of making this Ladna cosplay easier when you started it, or do you still find challenges when you're trying to come up with your own cosplay and your own spin on things?
Oh, there's definitely challenges. This was supposed to be a quick, easy, comfy cosplay, and then I spent 20 hours hand inserting lace into the skirt, so... Because it had to have the right detail.
But why Ladna? What spoke to you about Ladna from Campaign 3 that was like, I gotta cosplay this one?
She's fun, scary.
Fun, scary.
We like the fun, scary.
Yeah, because she always does the spider climb. I remember that, right?
Yes.
She goes, and she,
Her form of drag.
Which again, as I said off camera, and just to reiterate, is that Campaign 3 was my introduction to Critical Role. My friends Peter and the other guys we played D&D with was like, there's this show, Critical Role, it's on YouTube. You got to go back season 1 watch. I was like, this looks old, right? But then Campaign 3 was coming out, so they were like, okay, watch Campaign 3. Oddly enough, they didn't enjoy it as much, but I was enthralled with it, and Ladna being part of that cast, so I'm a lot more familiar with Campaign 3 and how the mechanics of D&D and Critical Role work. But now to see what they've grown into and kind of feeling like I was a part of their growth, even though I was in the middle, right? I mean, we're on Campaign 4 at this point. I'm super excited for Abel's Hell Show, which I hope is around the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for our trailer reaction review and our breakdown of Vox Machina Season 4, coming on Amazon Prime. As always, if you want to support our channel, we do appreciate if you would just take 1 second to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave us a comment down below. Are you excited for Season 4 of Vox Machina? Campaign 1, so many numbers in here. What do you think of Mad Maddox's cosplay as Ladna? And when and where are we going to get the Bell's Hell season premiering? Hopefully this year, maybe next. And with that, I am the real Jussy.
I'm Peter Parkour, and you are?
Mathematics.
And like we always say around here,
Keep it real.